I am currently at the point now in my career where I'm simply just not accepting any and every job anymore. And honestly, there's a lot of jobs that I'm turning down. And for this video, I want to share with you guys some of the client jobs that I get requested of that I turn down, that I don't accept. So without further talking, let's just dive right into it. All right, so the first type of clients that reach out to me that I'm just 100% not accepting anymore are going to be clients who want me to be contracted for jobs that are about 2 to 3 hours long. And the reason being is because for a job that is 2 to 3 hours long, the client is expecting little to no pay at all. If I go to them with my half day rate, because that's typically what I would charge, even if it is for 2 to 3 hours, but because it's only 2 to 3 hours, clients are really expecting to pay about $100, most 250. I actually got a job that came to me from Production Hub, and it was a job that was located in Tampa, Florida, and it was only a 2 hour job. And so when the client asked me how much I would charge to film and edit, I told them, I said, listen, you're about a 2 hour drive away from me, so I'm gonna charge you my half day rate, and that's gonna include travel, it's gonna include my entire camera package, etc., etc. And when I told them that, they were like, oh, well, it's only 2 hours, and I was kind of expecting it to be around $100. That's kind of all I have for my budget. I told them, listen, my half day rate is gonna include the travel fee, it's gonna include my camera package, it's gonna include my lighting packages, everything that you need to get this job done is going to include that. I said, you are about 2 hour drive away from me, I cannot do it for $100. So it's those clients that only want 2 to 3 hour jobs that want to pay nothing. Those are the jobs that I'm just no longer going to accept at all. They're not even worth my time. There has been times where I have got contracted jobs that they told me, listen, here's the shot list, there's no exact time frame that you need to be on site. If you can finish the entire shot list in 2 to 3 hours, then by all means do that. And there's jobs like that where I still got paid my full day rate and sometimes even my half day rate for only a 2 to 3 hour job. Those jobs I will accept because the client just cares about getting everything on the shot list. They don't care how long it takes. If you're someone who wants to take your time and make that 2 to 3 hour job turn into a 6 8 hour job, then by all means do whatever you want. But for me, if I'm given a client like that and I know that this is very simple, it's very easy, and I can execute this less than 2 to 3 hours, I'm going to try my best to wrap everything up. I'm not going to sit here and rush through everything. No, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do what I need to do. But for simple B-roll event coverage style stuff, it only takes about 2 to 3 hours. But not jobs who just want to pay me $100 for 2 to 3 hours. No, I'm not doing that no more. And you shouldn't either. Now, number two is going to be something more of like a red flag, something that I just really don't like when clients do. It's going to be when clients ask you for your day rate and how much you charge, and then you tell them your day rate, you tell them what that includes. They later then go and try to pick and choose what package they want. So if you go to a client and tell them, hey, I charge $1,200 for a full day rate, and that includes, I don't know, two camera packages, audio and lighting kit, and gimbals and whatever. And then the client later goes and says, oh, well, how about I get rid of one camera? And how about I get rid of the lavaliers? We just need an XLR. Or how about we use one light instead of using three lights? You know, it's clients like that that try to pick and remove what it is that you're going to bring in your camera package to try to get the price lower. Clients like that, I'm ignoring. I'm not talking to you no more. The moment you ask me that, you're getting ignored because this is my day rate. Whether you want to use one or two cameras or not, this is my price. It's going to stay the same because you already seen my highlight reel. You've seen what I can offer. You've seen the image quality that I can produce for you. This is the set price. This is what it is. Being firm with the clients and letting them know that is something that you should be doing. And it's something that I do now. Number three for me is going to be clients who don't know what it is that they want. And the reason why that's a big issue for me, I mean, yeah, I guess it's cool for a client to tell you, hey, I don't really know exactly what it is that I'm going for, but I trust your vision. I trust that you know what you're doing. Go make something look amazing for me. Clients like that I try to stay away from simply because is when you get that creative freedom to go out there and produce something for the client, that just gives them opportunity to give you a list of things that they don't like because once they see the final product, then they're going to have an understanding, okay, I don't like this, or maybe this shot was too tight. And it's like clients like that I no longer want to work with because I'm telling you, I can share with you some really dumb stories that I had from clients. You know what? Matter of fact, let me share with you one. I had a client literally complain to me about the bouquet in the background. It was an event, something I typically always do, and I was just covering B-roll. I was just capturing people smiling, people happy, people interacting, sharing drinks together. I was wide open on my 85, I believe I was using. I was at 1.8. And you know, if you're wide open, you're gonna get the blurry background. Well, the client didn't know anything about cameras, didn't know anything about depth separation, didn't know nothing about that. So I showed the client the B-roll footage, and the first thing he said was, I think it looks good, but I don't like how the background's all blurred out. Why is the background blurred out? I want to show people interacting. I want to show the entire venue being filled. And I was like, Okay, well, you could have told me that if you knew exactly what it is that you want. And at that point, I captured a ton of B-roll wide open at a 1.8. So I had to go back and reshoot everything at like a f4. All because the client didn't know exactly what it is that they wanted until they went and seen the final product that was produced. So if you hit me up saying, I don't know what I want, but can you come out here and film? No. Figure out what it is that you want, come back to me, and then I'll go film. Unless you're willing to pay me a whole lot of money, then we can make something work. Moving on to the next point. All right, so my last type of client that I am not going to work with are going to be clients who ask me for a discount. Now, the reason why I do not want to work with clients who ask me for a discount, number one, you guys all know how expensive this world is to live right now. You know how expensive rent is, you know how expensive car payments are, whatever. Bottom line, everything here is expensive. Now, if you're a client who I have been working with, kind of like a retainer, maybe multiple times a year, or maybe just once a year, a recurring client, and we've been working together for maybe 5+ years, maybe there's a time that you want to contract me where you don't typically need everything that we typically always do. So you don't need two cameras, all these lights. Maybe it's just a day that you need me just to come in and just cover B-roll. Maybe I'll take like $50 off, $100 off. But typically I'm not doing that. Like, this is my price. This is what it is. You've been working with me long enough. You know by now the quality that you're going to get. So I'm not handing out discounts. And the reason why I say that is because I had a job, I believe when I first got the FX6, it was last year in August. A client had me drive to Tampa and it was for a 2-day project. At first they told me it was going to be a 1-day job, but then a couple hours later they reached back out to me and said they added an extra date. They thought that because of adding an extra date that I was going to do the same job for the same price. But then I told them, okay, if you're adding an extra date, that means I have to drive all the way back to Tampa because I'm not getting a hotel. So that's going to be extra. And then the first thing that they asked me was, can I get a discount for being a repeated customer? You're not even a repeated customer. I haven't even worked with you yet, and you're already talking about being a repeated customer. You're still my first client. So it's clients like that who ask me for a discount. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen. I'm not doing discounts. If you hit me up and wanting a discount, I'm going to kindly ignore you. Like I said, the only way I'm really gonna give out discounts if it's someone who I like really have a connection with. And like I said, if I do give you a discount, it's not gonna be a lot. It's really not gonna be a lot. The world's expensive. I got bills to pay. I got a family to feed. So there's not a whole lot of discounts being thrown out there, especially because I know what I can produce for you. Look, I didn't make this video to sit here and bash on clients. No, because there is great clients out there, and then there's difficult clients out there, and then there's clients out there who are just ridiculous. And I want to share with you guys the ridiculous clients that I am not going to work with and that you probably shouldn't work with either. But without further talking, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section below, what are some red flags, I guess you can say, about a client that is gonna really make you stay away from them. I want to know. I want to know everybody's comments, so make sure you guys blow up the comment section. Let's start another community group chat. All right, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. I'll be on to. Buongiorno.